Howdy and welcome. Today we will be talking about something that frankly pisses me off. Yeah. It's new, it's viral, and it is sweeping the nation at an alarming rate. I am, of course, talking about men's thirst traps. Yeah, but I'm not talking about your run-of-the-mill shirtless lip sync or vampire boyfriend POV. No, what I'm talking about are sneaky little booby traps. Or should I say testy traps that serve twofold. Number one is to show off, of course, his sexual prowess, and number two is to show his mastery of his craft, because as we know, women love a man with a talent. First, we'll start with someone who kind of represents the average thirst trapper. His work typically consists of your usual sexy shirtless walk, which is great, but it's been done before. We've seen that. But then he stumbled into the sexy manual labor work talk genre, and for that, we are so grateful. We'll start with this one. So I love this one. This was the first of his work that I saw. He's demonstrating his raw masculinity and male prowess by fucking the shit out of, skillfully installing this carpet. The sexuality of it is kind of subtle, but if you look closely, you'll notice that he is shirtless, and he's demonstrating his sheer thrusting power on this poor defenseless baseboard. One knee to the labia, and you'll have a coochie contusion that'll last for weeks.
Coochie contusion?
I like this one because you can see some clothes hanging on the back of the door, and you can just imagine some Midwestern mom decides to surprise her husband by having new carpeting installed in their marital suite. But hubby comes home early and already suspicious that she might be having an affair because of all of her sneaking around, and of course her torrid past. He hears heavy breathing and Genuine's pony blasting from their upstairs bedroom. He races up the stairs and kicks down the door, only to find some random shirtless hottie fucking their flooring. He backs away slowly while the young man frantically puts his t-shirt back on. He will forgive his wife, but he will never forget this humiliation. Or the arousal. Okay, up next we have a more seasoned thirst trapper. This guy has something that our last perpetrator lacked: consistency. Day in and day out, this man is chopping wood and making your girl think about his wood. This guy is interesting because he's still obviously making thirst traps, but the angle is a bit more subtle. Like, he doesn't play it up too much, but we do see him rubbing the wood and making this brief, suggestive eye contact. And of course, when the suspenders come off, it's on. In one of his most suggestive deleted talks, we see one of my favorite male thirst trap tropes: a spit. A spit is great because it shows you that this man only has one thing on his mind: treating you with the utmost respect and making sure you know the most important curve on your body is a smile. Our next perpetrator is exactly that. This is maybe the first of the men hard at work talks that I saw, and it shook me to my core when I saw it. I was not aware that men had figured out how to weaponize their sexuality like this, and it made my eyebrows furrow, my butthole clench, and the severe case of the vapors took hold of me. This guy's different because he's in the alt, edgy, I'm Jeffrey Dahmer's little kitten category that the teens seem so fond of. The videos he gained notoriety for are just your usual caulking content, I think? Oh my god. I know I've seen this a million times, but every time I see it, it sends a shiver down my spine. My fight or flight response is activated, and baby, I'm gone. Like, I do get that there's a level of camp, of being a little bit over the top and maybe a little bit goofy, but this is also kind of a classic thirst trap. Did I do that technique? Like, take these guys, for example. They're such an embarrassing attempt at self-awareness that they completely miss any genuineness or relatability. Like, at least Mr. Kalk has the decency to not pretend to be embarrassed by what he's doing. But I don't know if the camp is enough to save him from my scorn. Let's again imagine our surprise wife home improvement scenario. This time, the relationship has barely recovered from the last home improvement fiasco. She insists it was nothing but a carpet job. He's pretty sure some other jobs took place, but he chooses to believe her. One day, on their way out to work, he notices she doesn't lock the door behind them. He decides to come home for his lunch break, and he's frozen in place when he hears the twisted sounds of Avenged Sevenfold's A Little Piece of Heaven blasting from their marital bathroom. He races up the steps, and what he sees sends him reeling. He walks in to find this mother cocker finger fucking his flooring and christening his brand new detachable shower head with a TikTok shower, fully clothed and with his goddamn work boots on. And for what? A couple of goddamn likes? This not only ruins his marriage, but it also creates a snowball effect so significant that he never trusts a man again. So much so that he dedicates his life to exposing them. This husband? Maury Povich.
That was a lot.
Anyway, he has since pivoted into making these cool, sexy Joker brain talks and also pretending to be homeless and putting his hands on his girlfriend. So, pretty cool stuff and totally not what you would expect from a guy who makes content like this. Okay, I know that was a tough one to swallow, I'll admit that, but this has all just been an appetizer, an amuse-bouche, if you will. I've just been wetting your whistle for the finale. Finally, the master, the most unsettlingly, overtly sexual man-performing skill he excels at, but with a disturbingly sexy twist, talks I have ever laid eyes on. This man does not stop at the mere suggestion of being sexy or thrusting good. No, no, no. He takes us all the way. What you're about to witness is so far from what Julia Childs intended when she invented cooking that she has actually come back from the dead to possess my body for the rest of this video. Oh, what's this? Computer? Oh my goodness, what is that young man doing? Okay, I won't do it for the rest of the video. You're welcome, but I honestly don't even know where to start with this guy, so I guess we'll just walk it line by line. We start with, of course, the open mouth to highlight that jawline, you know, and then we go straight into the muscular arm, veiny hand, just absolutely squeezing the hell out of this dough ball. I'm no chef, but I don't think mastering the art of French cooking recommends abusing your brioche like it's some sort of war criminal. Next, we have a slimy raw chicken slap, which is almost too comical to be sexy. Just raw chicken flapping in the air after having the shit slapped out of it worse than... God, I wish there was some famous slap I could allude to. Oh well. Okay, after this, we get some tasty looking food shots. Everything's perfectly normal, perfectly Wait, did you fucking see that? Did this motherfucker, did he just spit on me? It's so quick that you almost miss it, but I distinctly saw a stream of liquid shooting out of his mouth at an alarming rate that many would describe as a spit. So I'm going to address him directly now. Cedric? Can I call you Cedric? Cedric. You have no idea who you're messing with here. If I see you spit in my general direction again, I'm going to hop on a plane and fly to whichever fucking country spells Cedric with a K, and I'll show this literal food porn to your mother so she can decide for herself. Who has the better jaw? Because I think I might really have a chance. Anyway, this video ends with an actually incredible looking chicken parm Sammy, and you might be thinking, Gina, that's not fair, you showed us one of his most graphic TikToks, and to that I say, aw, and that's cute, and hilarious, because not even close. I could close my eyes and pick any TikTok on his page, and you would be shocked by how much more suggestive a 1-minute food TikTok could be. This one left me completely stunned, and I'm genuinely not even sure what to say about it, except to quote my hilarious and gorgeous friend Lauren, who said, reading the comments will make you think God is dead. Okay, thank you so much for going on this journey with me, because if I had to see it, then so do you. And a huge thanks to today's sponsor, my upstairs neighbor screaming at his girlfriend every day. And I love you, and goodbye.